Hi guys, it's Ankita. Welcome to Enchanted Bookends. In this video, I'm going to talk about Silas Marner by George Eliot. This is the second book I've read by this author. The first one being Middlemarch, which took me a year, almost a year to finish. But obviously it was worth it. If you want to find out more about this one, I have a video. There are no spoilers in that video. This video also does not contain any spoiler, but let me talk about Silas Marner. In this book, we follow Silas Marner, who is a weaver, and he is betrayed by the members of his church. He is utterly devastated. He is heartbroken, a man who has lost faith in humanity, in human connections, and so he moves to a new place, or rather he's exiled. So he moves to this new place named Raveloe. It's a rural town. Is it a town? A village, right? And all he does there is he weaves and he makes money, and he hoards the money because he doesn't have anybody to spend the money on. He is not a man who loves luxuries. He's a simple man. He's a simple weaver. He weaves, he does his job, he sells his goods, and that's all he does. When you think this man has been through enough, you know, he has isolated himself, he just has lost faith in anything and everything, a tragedy strikes, and now he loses more, even more. But there's someone else who enters his life, and it's a little girl. And this little girl, when she enters his life, she changes him slowly but surely. Marner starts connecting with the community in Raveloe. He starts befriending people, and it's a really heartwarming, lovely story of this old man who finds joy late in his life, and he gains faith in human connection. Now, if I was to compare the prose of this one with Middlemarch, if you have read Middlemarch or you have attempted and given up Middlemarch because the prose is so dense and it doesn't flow smoothly, you'll be surprised that the prose in this one is so simple, so easy. It's difficult to actually imagine that the same author has written Silas Marner and Middlemarch, although I must say that she wrote this book several years before she wrote Middlemarch, and I haven't read any of her other books, so I cannot compare them to others. But this one is super easy. Don't be intimidated to pick this book up. I think it is a really fast, quick read. It's hardly 182 pages. Now, I said the prose is very different to what it is in Middlemarch, but it is obviously George Eliot has written both of the books, and you can see the hints of realism. What I really loved about this story is that yes, it is a really wild story where this old man, all of a sudden, when he's lost everything, there's this spark of joy in his life, right? This little girl arrives in his life, which is absolutely unexpected. But the story is still rooted in realism. There are still traces of realism in this, and you will notice that, and that's so like George Eliot, where her stories, her characters are rooted in realism. Would I recommend this book? Yes, I would recommend it. Where I gave 5 stars to Middlemarch, all of the heavy prose, and was totally worth it. Some of the storylines of hotlines I will never ever forget. If you want to know more about Middlemarch, I made a video, so I won't talk about it in this video, but yeah, I would recommend this. I gave this, I believe, 4 stars, and it has been a long time, almost a year, that I've read this book, so I might have missed something, but I think I've got everything. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this book, Silas Marner by George Eliot. Short, sweet read. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read this book, or if you have a favorite book by this author. The next one on my list is Mill on the Floss. I don't know when I'll pick that one up, but yeah, it's on my TBR. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. The more engagement it gets, the more it gets recommended to other viewers. And I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.